What happens when the oldest, hungriest being in the entire universe finally gets a shot at ending his suffering for good? Well, today we're diving into this incredible story of cosmic choice, where the only way to finally feel full is to let everything go.
So, to set the stage, you've got to get this. Everybody who kept order in the universe is gone. I mean, everyone. The gods, the cosmic judges like the Living Tribunal, even the super geniuses like Reed Richards and Dr. Doom. They've all transcended. They've basically leveled up to a whole new plane of existence, leaving the physical universe behind to fend for itself.
And that, of course, raises a pretty terrifying question. With no one left to enforce the rules, with no cosmic cops on the beat, what happens to the primal forces? You know, the cosmic monsters that were always kept in check. Well, that power vacuum is about to be filled in a big way.
So, to really understand what's about to happen, we first need to get a handle on the new reality our monster wakes up in, because the old rules are out the window, and the very fabric of existence has changed.
Okay, so the new cosmic order is basically split in two. You've got Set 2, which is our physical reality. It's defined by change, conflict, things being born, and things dying. Then you have Set 3. That's where all the architects went. It's a realm of pure consciousness, totally beyond all that physical struggle. And you got to remember this split because it is the key to everything that's about to go down.
So, with the cosmic order keepers all gone from Set 2, the oldest, most primal force of pure consumption in the universe, well, it starts to stir.
That's right, we're talking about Galactus, but he's not just looking for a planetary snack anymore. Oh no, his eternal agonizing hunger has a brand new, terrifying target, reality itself. He genuinely believes that if he can just consume the foundational structure of the universe, he can finally stabilize his own existence and end his suffering once and for all.
So how do those ascended minds chilling in Set 3 respond to this? Well, you might expect a huge cosmic battle, but that's not what happens. Instead, they start a philosophical confrontation, projecting their consciousness right into Galactus's path.
Now this is super important. The minds of Reed Richards, Doom, even the Buddha, they don't appear above Galactus like some kind of new gods. They show up beside him on a horizontal plane. They're like parallel processors, not rulers. See, nobody's in charge anymore. They just exist to help guide cosmic order.
So Galactus makes his case, and honestly, it's a scientific one. He basically argues that his world-eating tech, his world ship, is the absolute truth with a capital T. Why? Because it's scientifically and mathematically proven to keep him alive. Hey, it works, so it must be the truth, right?
But here comes the rebuttal, and wow, it is a mind-bender. The Buddha's consciousness explains that, look, because your tech can be proven, it's definitely not a lie, but it's also not the truth. It's a construct. It's a magnificent piece of reality, but that's all part of the known world. The real truth is something else entirely.
Think about it like this. Galactus is eating stuff from Set 2, the realm where everything is temporary, to try and satisfy an infinite hunger. He's literally trying to fill an endless, bottomless pit with things that are guaranteed to vanish. It's a painful, pointless cycle he can never, ever win. This whole debate kind of forces us to ask a deeper question. Why is Galactus so hungry in the first place? What's going on under the hood? What are the metaphysical physics of his suffering? And here, Galactus just lays it all out. He voices his deepest fear, the thing that drives everything he does, the absolute terror of dissolving, of just ceasing to exist. His hunger isn't just an appetite. It's a desperate, panicked fight against dissolving into nothing. Okay, so to get this fear, we got to understand the new mechanics of the universe. First, you have the One. Just think of this as the raw, eternal potential. It's the base energy, the cosmic clay that makes up everything that exists, everything we can know or measure. And on the other side of the One is the Zero. Now don't think of this as just empty nothingness. It's the infinite, unknowable void of pure possibility. And here's the absolute kicker. It is the only thing in all of existence that is truly, completely permanent. So let's just lay it out. What Galactus calls reality, all the stuff he eats, that's just the known. It's a temporary construct built from the energy of the One. But the absolute truth of existence, that's the Zero, the unknowable, the only thing that's permanent. And you can't measure it, you can't build with it, and you certainly can't eat it. And this is where Reed Richards just delivers the final, devastating mic drop.
The universe is designed for the potential of the one to constantly dissolve into the infinite possibilities of the zero. That's just how it works. So Galactus is trying to eat his way to permanence, but the only thing that is permanent is fundamentally inedible. You cannot eat the truth.
You can just imagine how this hits Galactus. His entire existence, eons of agonizing suffering, all of it has been based on a complete misunderstanding of the universe. And now, for the first time, he has a real choice to make.
And everything just clicks. He has this massive epiphany. The hunger wasn't the curse he had to feed. It was just a symptom of the real problem. He's been trying to build an immortal thing, himself, out of inherently temporary parts. He has been fighting the fundamental nature of reality itself.
And so he chooses. And this isn't him being defeated, it's a conscious evolution. He lets go of his ego, dismantling his armor and his worldship. He releases every last drop of energy he's hoarded over the ages back into the cosmic cycle. And then, he lets go and transcends, joining Reed, Doom, and the others in Set 3, not as a prisoner, but as a partner, helping bring order to potential while peacefully gazing into the great unknown.
And in the end, after all that time, the Devourer of Worlds finds the one thing he was always really searching for, not by eating one more star or one more planet or even reality itself, but by simply letting go. He is finally, truly full, at peace.
This whole cosmic story is really about a being who found peace only when he chose to stop feeding his defining hunger. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What temporary, impermanent things are we constantly trying to fill our own voids with, and what could happen if we just chose to stop?